It's that rare time, that once in a blue moon, it's double update day. Both Disney Heroes and Jurassic World Alive, the only two games I cover on this channel, both have updates with something new. Unless I'm wrong, and he's not actually here yet. Nope, there he is, the Negaduck. So, so my first introduction to Negaduck was probably the same as most others of my generation through the DuckTales reboot, where we were all very confused when the OG Darkwing Duck was down in the sewer and he was acting all like crazy and angry as his colors were different. I'm like, wait, is that meant to signify something? And then we find out, oh wait, that's a reference to another character from the original Darkwing Duck cartoon. It's Negaduck. They brought him back and they gave him a crazy cool origin story. And then after that, I did watch a few clips of the original Negaduck, and basically it just seems like he has it's exactly what you expect. He's the opposite of the OG Darkwing Duck. Oh man, he does look. This is like, we just all need to have Darkwing Duck and Negaduck on the same team, because it'd just be cool to have two ducks that look exactly the same. Because honestly, okay, hang on. If I just type in duck, will I just get? Well, I'll get a bunch of ducks. Okay. Unfortunately, I cannot filter it that way. Okay, so I just have to keep. Okay, there we go. We can just see from the profiles. Well, even now, they're obviously the same. Like if they're both grayed out, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. But you can definitely see that Negaduck is in a different pose to Darkwing. Okay, but that's enough of that. Okay, so this is obviously the same type of catchphrase, except it's for evil instead. Like, I am the terror that flaps in the night. I am the fiendish terror that flaps in the darkest night. Oh, never mind. I thought I was being smart, but no, I wasn't. It's literally just the exact same stuff. I am the skunk that pollutes your air. I am Negaduck. So, okay, so he's just like the exact same phrase, except he added fiendish and darkest. Got it. The dark champion of the Negaverse flaps into focus. Negaduck will debuff your foes and hurt them while he's at it. It's all in a day's work for Darkwing Duck's most dangerous enemy. Who else do I want to... In terms of Darkwing Duck character, we already got, what's his name? Quackerjack? Is that the clown? And Megavolt. Those are two. We still need Liquidator and Boomshroom. Because, well, at least that's as far as I'm aware of in in terms of Darkwing Duck villains. Because the only villains I've ever heard of are the ones that were introduced in the episode of the modern DuckTales series, Let's Get Dangerous. Dangerous, not Danger Us, sorry. But I do have to wonder, how are they going to... since those guys were just confirmed to be guys from other dimensions, does that mean we're not going to see Liquidator or Megavolt in the eventually coming Darkwing Duck series? Because those are characters people love, right? Otherwise, they wouldn't be in this game. So then, we already know Negaduck is confirmed, and so I'm just wondering, are they going to give us like a whole new Megavolt with a whole new backstory, or are they just going to give us like completely new villains? But that doesn't seem like their style. Disney is very keen on tapping into the nostalgia, hence the reason they focus more on bringing back old characters than making up new ones. And I've been rambling on for 4 minutes without even... This is the longest I've ever gone without actually talking about the character's actual skills. Are you also... Hang on, you're also a front... Yeah, you're frontline damage as well for the exact same team. So these guys are going to be the exact same niche. Negaduck hurls a bomb at the furthest enemy, dealing normal damage to that enemy and enemies nearby. All enemies caught in the blast are knocked towards his side of the battlefield, pierced for 12 seconds, and gains 3 stacks of decay, which is a new thing. Decay basically means that it's basically a cleanse blocker. So even if you try to cleanse... Because I think this is mostly meant to stop Kevin Flynn, that's his name, who usually cleanses your debuffs. This guy will I always thought that fatigue was supposed to be the overall counter to that, but I guess they just want to give like an it works. I don't remember exactly how it works, but I do know that's the gist of it. Oh, I hate. Oh, don't you hate that when someone scratches that scratchy feeling against something, that unnatural sound, the unnatural feeling? Like, hearing it is one thing, but actually doing it yourself, scratching your nails across something that just doesn't, and it just feels, oh, it's an uncomfortable. That just, this is, I mean, when he does it, it's like, it's whatever, because it's an animated character. But when, in actuality, if I just do it myself, it's like, I hate that. Negaduck scratches a chalkboard. All enemies are dealt fantastic damage, have their active buffs removed, are silenced for 9 seconds, and gain 4 stacks of fatigue. Well then, I guess that means, and those stacks of fatigue can't come. Okay, that's right. Fatigue just makes it so when you gain a buff, it consumes a stack of fatigue instead of gaining that buff. But then the decay will just make it so you cannot cleanse at all. So then those stacks of fatigue will stay even when someone tries to cleanse you, as long as you have the decay on. Electrifying zap. Let me see that again. Negaduck zaps the frontmost enemy and enemies nearby. All enemies hit are dealt fantastic damage, knocked back, shattered, and sapped for 9 seconds. That's a simple one, but it does deal a lot. You can see right here, it does a lot right there. Oh, that is an evil villain victory animation right there. When Negaduck knocks back an enemy, he reduces their attack speed by, that's a dangerous thing. It means every time he has quite a few knockback abilities. So that means you're going to be slowed down as well. Oh, that's painful. He gains basic damage and deals 200% more damage to that enemy for 12 seconds. And if he knocks back multiple enemies, oh man, he's just impossible. That's dangerous. Hang on. Is that from the episode that he first appeared in the new DuckTales? I think that is. Everything else is probably, everything else doesn't even have him on it. They usually do that with a lot of the DuckTales characters, where they give it, in their profile pictures, they give some reference to the 2016 DuckTales. And that's just, I think that's regular Darkwing, because I can see the extra fluffy flaps on him. Negaduck receives 85% less damage from critical hits. When Negaduck shatters an enemy, he heals and gains 3 stacks of Hardy. When Negaduck pierces an enemy, he gains... I just realized he can pierce and shatter enemies. Man, Negaduck! Unstoppable! When he gains 250% increased in movement and attack speed for 9 seconds. Oh, both of them have the ability to just increase their movement speed and move faster than Sonic. Negaduck can heal, gain Hardy, and speed this way every 10 seconds. Honestly, I think maybe they should should they rework Darkwing Duck? But Darkwing Duck is already, because I'm thinking, this guy is already very strong. And they should obviously have Darkwing Duck to be just as strong, because they're rivals. They're meant to go together, fight each other. Rivals. But then the thing is, Darkwing Duck is already a bit of a pain to deal with most of the time, where he can turn invisible, and when he's done being invisible, he gets Reflect. And by the time that Reflect wears off, he's ready to go invisible again, and he's just impossible to defeat. Next up we have, oddly enough, he does have a friendship with Darkwing Duck, which I assume is just them fighting across the city and getting into trouble with everyone. It's been a while since I've actually done a friendship mission, because... Wait, does that mean I just have a bunch of... Wait, if I just look here... no, not that way. Okay, let me just check. I do have a bunch of heroes with their friendship discs, but if I look at someone like Statler and they do not have a friendship disc. Maybe it's because I just haven't had a character that I felt like was worth... that I wanted to add to my team. Most of them I just leveled up because the prize wall said I had to level them up. Dang, I gotta get started on Statler and Waldorf's friendship. Which one? I was doing Fozzie Bear. Okay. Wait, why would I do Fozzie Bear? Wouldn't it be more fun to do the Carl? 3 old men just going on, yakking about how the modern world sucks or something? Maybe it's because it's probably because this was a better disc. That's probably it. That's probably why I went for it. Now, what was I doing? Sorry, I was reading. Okay, so okay, wait, who's the other one? TH. Who's TH? The Horned King. Okay. Well, it doesn't really matter. I don't use the Horned King at all. So for Darkwing Duck, Negaduck's basic attacks remove 6 buffs and apply 1 stack of weakness. And it increases depending on the amount of stars it has. Negaduck can remove buffs and apply stacks of weakness this way once every 6 seconds. Also gains basic damage, skill power. Enemies lose armor and reality. As for the Horn King, it looks like you gain Reflect. When Negaduck gains 2 debuffs from enemies, he cleanses himself and gains Reflect for 2 seconds. Negaduck can cast this even if he is frozen, stunned, or... That's... Well, go for the Horned King, because that's cheating! He just cheats. He's like, oh, I have a lot of disables? Well, not anymore. Now I'm just invincible. Okay, that is cheating! Negaduck just full-on cheats, which actually does sound in character for him. Gains armor, HP, and reality. Got it. Oh, yeah, go for the... If you're using Negaduck, obviously if you want a good story, then I think this one would be more interesting. But Horned King, if you just... Obviously, you just want the power. So go for Horned King. Devastate... Okay, and these are all just from the patches. Sorry. Because... Not the patch. It is the patch, yes. And finally we have... Unfortunately, it seems like your time has already come with the Darkwing Duck trials. They're already gone and past, so you missed out, buddy. And Battle Badge actually seems worth it, because it looks like you gain invisibility. So you... Okay, yeah. Dark Negaduck. Insanely OP. Insane. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you... This is a long video. I'll see you next time when, 3 weeks, when the next Prize Wall hero has been announced, because the anniversary events are over, so we're going back to just the new hero is just part of the Prize Wall, which again, not exactly a bad thing, because it does mean that everyone gets a chance to get that hero and maxes out their stars, but it is becoming a bit stale that every hero all these heroes that I add to my team are from the Prize Wall. So, I mean, again, it's not like it's a bad thing, because if I want to use Statler and Waldorf, the game encourages me to do this by the fact that it's giving you a bunch of rewards in the process. But at the same time, I do miss the days where they would release multiple heroes and they would be available from different things. I can't think of any examples right now. But, you know what? That's all I gotta say. I've rambled on for long enough. See you next time. Bye.